Well, okay. So it's I have my ring light that I actually bought for streaming, and I really should go get my webcam. Again, I'm on my laptop. I wasn't going to stream or not stream. What the hell am I doing? I wasn't going to post a video. I actually am going to post this on my gaming channel as well. I tried to record some funny stuff in a game, Creative Destruction, that I would usually play, and then I realized I wasn't recording. So, yeah. Let me explain why. Once again, I am working nonstop. I mean, I am pushing overtime. I'm looking at 7 days, 6 days straight now. Um, but luckily tomorrow I have ouch, a half day. Eh, I'm in bed because I'm hurting. Like my feet hurt. And my knees is me. I mean, it's not swollen or anything. I don't know. Like you guys can see it. Anyways, so I am normally really picky about lighting. And I don't like when I watch videos and I see people's ring lights in their eyes. That drives me insane. So I'm trying to adjust this to where it's like, but then I see a shadow back here and it drives me insane. So everything drives me crazy. Um, I have decided that I'm not going to set up my lighting until after Christmas because we have family that might be coming into town, and then my son might be coming into town. And with my work schedule right now, it is a little bonkers. So I've had my coffee because it's 8 o'clock at night, and that makes sense. Um, I was really wanting coffee. Y'all, I need to get my eyebrows done. What's going on with this? Like, can we talk about that for a minute? Up my nose. Y'all really need to see up my nose, right? Anyways, anywho. So I have a whole list of stuff I wanted to talk about. I was actually, I mean, I might do another video, but not post it till next week, but about waitressing in my thesis that I did and what I found and yada, yada, yada. But today I thought, since I'm tired and obviously extremely pale in this god awful light, that's blinding me. I can't do that. I wanted to share a story that I was actually started to talk about in my welcome to my channel, and it's funny. So when I say that I have trauma and that it started at an early age, there are certain traumas that happened, but I don't seem to have like it. It's not like a super lasting effect, if you will. And it's not so much even just trauma. I mean, traumatic events can also be like super embarrassing, humiliating events. I'm just saying, they're kind of traumatic. And I have a lot of them. Um, but these are ones that I can go back and laugh at. It does mean I do struggle with some things. Okay, I'm very self conscious because of things that have happened. But I wanted to share with you guys something that I actually shared a long time ago on my previous channel when I was talking about atheism, stuff like that. Um, but I wanted to share it again because it's funny. We can laugh because, well, I'm alive. That's debatable. Um, so when people say they have bad luck, I don't see how that could be bad luck. Luck is luck. If you're lucky, you're lucky, right? I don't have luck. If something's going to go wrong, I do it all the way. All the way. So I have a joke in my family, and we have lots of nicknames, and my nickname happens to be Clumsy Letta. Laugh at it all you want, especially considering that I now have Meniere's disease and I have no balance. Um, I think they were onto something. Okay, so I'm going to share a story with you guys, actually several stories. You can laugh because it's funny, okay? It's not funny, but it's funny. I'm alive. You know, my family and I look back and we laugh. It was dramatic, but that's okay. I'm alive ish. Okay, hold on a second. I need to drink more coffee. Y'all, I got like elf ears. I'm just saying, if they's pointed, okay, moving on. I'm so tired. Um, Apparently, when I was very little, I don't know how little, my mom didn't explain it to me, I fell down the stairs and I got a concussion. I don't know what age I was. I do remember when I was 6 and I was taking I think I was taking gymnastics, I don't know. kind of blurry on that line. Anyways, I thought it'd be cool to go to a friend of our family members in Connecticut and do a flip over a workout bar and got the wind knocked out of me. Everybody laughed except me. I wasn't laughing. I couldn't breathe, but apparently it all worked out. So, anyways, that was just the beginning, okay? We've all done, we've all had stupid stuff, right? No, no, not me. It just continued. Okay, it just continued. It was like God looked down on me and said, "Watch this." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is gonna be funny. I mean, I could probably write a whole book on the ridiculousness of me, of just the horrible things that have happened. So I'm trying to think of even where to begin because I mean, I began, but there's other stuff, and I don't know, I'm all over the map. Anyways, this is what happens when you don't have sleep. So when I was again about, I think I was about 6, um, I begged my mom to do ballet. I loved dance. Back in the day, hip hop wasn't a thing as far as like for children and so forth. They didn't have classes. I loved hip hop. Hip hop was my thing. But we had ballet and we had tap. Sequency green, god awful, like sea green outfits we had to wear. Anyways, I practiced my butt off, right? Practice, practice, practice. Probably drove my mom insane. I know I did with cheerleading. That's a whole nother story. Um, so it's during a recital. The whole family's there, right? And my mom, I think my mom's friend, I remember my mom's friend being there. We're on stage and we're doing our tap routine first. I have one foot that tends to be a little bit bigger than the other one. Swear to God, true story. So I had to get new tap shoes. I was about to go into Teletubby mode, but we're not going to do that because that just shows my age. Um, so I had to get new tap shoes, and they, when we were doing the shuffle slide step thingy, I don't remember what it's called. Everything was fine. Everything was going to plan. I mean, the worst that could have happened was like, my strap would have broken on the cheaply made costume, right? No, no. I did a shuffle step, and my stupid tap shoe goes, boom. I think I paused for like 2 seconds and I just kept going. I'm proud of myself that I kept going at age 6. I just kept going. Did I cry backstage? We're not going to talk about that. Did I ever find my tap shoe? Nope. Didn't have time. We went on with the ballet routine. Needless to say, my confidence was a little squished, but I kept going. I kept going, people. I kept going. So that's story number 1. Story number 2-ish or 5-ish. I don't even know what we're on. What are we on? Where was I at? So tired. Oh, around the same age-ish, where we used to live, we were able to walk to the school park, right? The playground. And y'all remember the little spinny merry-go-round things that they had? And I'm going the opposite direction because they actually went that way. There's a reason they took them out of parks because so many kids have hurt themselves on it. But wait, it gets better. I didn't just fall down and hit my head. I didn't just accidentally slide off. Oh, no, 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 people. Like I said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right, okay? My mother, God bless her, I put her through so much hell. She was pushing me and my sister's friend. So mind you, we had to ride our bikes there, okay? So my mom had my bike and her bike and then my sister and everything else, right? So she's pushing us really fast. At some point, I let go. I don't know why I did it. There's a lot of questions on why I do things, but I let go. And all you see is my little body going whoosh. I did an amazing back layout, if I say so myself, without even jumping. I just did it. And then we had these rainbow monkey bars. Yeah, guess what I hit? I hit the rainbow monkey bars. Passed out. My mom's holding me in the swing. This is, mind you, before cell phones, before we even had 911 addresses, okay? She's trying to hold me while I am just completely unconscious, keep going in and out of consciousness, throwing up, just puking everywhere. My sister's laughing her complete ass off. She's so nice. But I can't say that I wouldn't laugh with her. I'm not gonna lie. If I was not unconscious, I probably would have been laughing. So my mom has to hold me and her bike, and then she has my sister, take my bike and everything. And mind you, it was probably like a half a mile home. Then she proceeds to drive me to the freaking hospital, where they released me with a serious concussion. Honestly, I should have been hospitalized, but the hospital there wasn't really all that great. But I survived, people. I survived. But wait, it gets worse. Okay? I swear, it gets worse. About 2 years later, my first communion. I was raised strict Roman Catholic, okay? So, first communion was a huge thing in my family. We had family all over the north, all right? And we were in Virginia at this time. And my grandfather, who was still alive, I still have it. I need to go get it so I can show you guys. An original Pound Puppy blanket. Yes, I'm that old. Let's not talk about that. So, we had this whole party, and where we lived was very rural, so we didn't have like a leash law back then, and it was a dirt road, but people did speed down the road or whatever. So our dogs were just, whatever. I had cows in my yard, people. I'd wake up in the morning, there was a cow in the yard. I'm just saying, it was that country, okay? I had guinea hens on my fence. I had pigs rooting up in my yard. That's another story I have to tell you. It's funny, but just remind me later, okay? Anyway, moving on, back to this story. So Teddy, Theodore Roosevelt, which was our dog, love that puppy. So party's winding down. My cousins are leaving. Mind you, this is my first communion. This is supposed to be a very holy day for me, okay? Very special. I really don't know why, but very special day for me. And it wasn't. God said, watch this. Okay, I was doomed from the moment I was born. Yeah, so my dog got hit by a car, by a drunk driver on my first communion. But wait, it gets worse. I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried that I couldn't ride a roller coaster. I was too short for the longest time, okay? Here's the thing about roller coasters. I don't really think they factor in weight. They may say you're yay high, but are you yay, heavy-ish? Does that make sense? Yes? No? Okay, anyway, so I don't know if I can say the name of the park, but it was in Virginia, and it was an old wooden roller coaster. So the sides were open, and all you had was this huge seatbelt that never fit anybody because you were supposed to have like a whole line of people, but I don't really remember much except for the very horrible moment. Anyways, so when you're going up and down, your body naturally, goes with it. Well, my little butt goes up and goes down to the point where my poor mother, I could see the ground. I could see the tracks. That's how bad it. I still like it's still when I say it, it still pops in my head, and I can like in my mind like having a flashback of it. It's like I can see the grain, I can see the metal, I can hear it. Like it's so freaky. Yeah, I almost fell off a roller coaster. My mom was holding on to me for dear life. I think my feet were like dangling off. I mean, you guys, I almost died, but I'm alive. Let's just say I think that was the first time I ever heard my mother say the F word. She was very pissed, and she had every right to be extremely, very, very pissed. That ride is no longer. It has been retired. Thank goodness, because that that was a hazard. On a positive note, I did still ride roller coasters. However, I refuse to go on anything that just had a lap bar, like the battering ram that they have, like this. If it does not have a harness, I won't go on it. I will check it and check it and check it. Just that much space feels too freaky for me because I almost died. But I still got on roller coasters, and I did it for my kids. I really did. Now I'm at a point in my life I can't go on roller coasters anymore because it makes my vertigo bad. But I still did it. I was a champ. I still did it. But yes, there's some trauma there. I have some lasting effects. I even do it with my seatbelt. But that's another story. Speaking of which, yes, I'll crack the windshield with my head. My mom was taking me to the babysitter. Seatbelt broke ish. Kind of. It came out. It wasn't like I don't think I had it all the way in, and I cracked the windshield with my head. Had another concussion around the same time, about the 8-ish, 9-ish, or or whatever. So that happened. Let's see, what else? Oh, I had been cheerleading for years. I used to drive my sister freaking crazy because I would practice and practice and practice and practice and practice, right? So I was one of the only seventh graders that made the team in middle school, right? Eighth grade, I was all ready to try out again. I had practiced my routine. I had nailed it. I get in there to do it, completely forget what I was doing. That was my first experience with dissociative like state. I didn't remember anything. I literally just stopped and didn't remember what I was doing. I was so angry. So angry. And I think because I had so much issues too, because people were teasing me because they thought the only reason why I made the team was because of my mother, and it had nothing to do with my mom. She wasn't even present. Um she worked at the school, that's why. um but yeah, I completely forgot my routine. Field hockey, okay? Field hockey, aggressive sport, tough sport. I really did like it. I followed in my sister's footsteps with that, and I'm glad I did. That was my refuge. Me and my and this other girl were the only eighth graders that made the team for high school for JV, and I got new cleats. You see where I'm going with this? I got new cleats. We're in a tournament, y'all, and we're at sudden death. Okay, so like this is seriousness. Guess what flew off and made me get off the field? My shoe. My cleat. Just, I thought I had it tight enough. Apparently I didn't have it tight enough, and it gone. So that happened. Yeah. And then after that, like I think I stopped enjoying field hockey because I think the girls that started joining the team, they didn't even have to try. They didn't have to try. They just did it because they could wear the short little skirts and get recognition. They didn't even really like the game. It was just something for them to do. So I got really competitive with that. But then I had like I mean, I spent most of my ninth grade year, I'm not gonna lie, like the season out because of my knee issues, and that's when they found the tumor. So field hockey for me was over. I tried out my 11th grade year. I was never the same. Even the coach said it. She was like, you weren't the same. I was struggling, with running and everything. I was just not the same. I still played like summer league and stuff like that. But I mean, I do miss the sport. I really liked the sport. It was a great sport to play in. But I think body wise, I just like with gymnastics, like I just got too tall. I just couldn't do it. I was great at the floor, but I had zero upper body strength. And so I did that, I did do that. So those things happened to me. Let's see, what else? Oh, senior year. The big metal doors that open the doorways. I was walking in, somebody was walking out, they weren't paying attention, and they yanked the door open or pushed it open and knocked me out. I think I got brain damage, y'all. How I don't have brain damage is beyond me. Maybe that's why I dissociate sometimes. Well, we all know that's not true because we all know that my trauma got a lot worse. And it was all like during this period of my life that I was really struggling. I was getting bullied. And I mean, that's a totally different story, but we do know that it got worse, right? Yeah, because I almost died twice after that, and by somebody else. So it's like, oh, my third knee surgery. I was waitressing. The dumb girls did not put the mats down after I yelled at them to put the mats down. I'm like, there's a reason we have freaking bar mats. They didn't put them down. They made too much of a mess with the ice and the liquor because they're dumb. And guess what? I was very busy. I was by myself. I slipped. I stopped and pop! I tore my MCL, my PCL, and I tore my meniscus on both sides. This last surgery, I don't know what the hell I did. I think I just stood up and was like, just kidding. Oh, and like my shoulder, right? Right? I've got bone missing from my shoulder. I've got bone missing from my knee. It's like, could y'all quit taking stuff from me, please? I think I gotta need that. Apparently not. Apparently not. But yeah, so I almost died several times. I almost fell off a roller coaster. I fell off of a merry-go-round. I've hit my head, I can't tell you how many times. I'm amazing. I am a pro at hurting myself. So yes, the nickname Clumsy Letta really, really fits, okay? It really fits. It's horrifying. Y'all can laugh. That's my story. I mean, we make a joke. It's so bad that I actually joked with my doctor, right? Because now I have severe allergies. I'm allergic to every damn thing outside. So, oh, yes. Speaking of outside, okay, I don't know what that was. I'm just a little tired. Speaking of outside, let's backtrack a couple years. Maybe 13. Yeah, maybe 13. My neighbors had horses. And I was holding one of the horses while they were holding the other decided to turn around. I don't really remember how it happened because after that, I was unconscious. How, you say? Let's just say that I was kicked in the back by a horse, had a hoof print bruise on my back. I didn't tell my mom till later. I woke up laughing because that makes sense. So yeah, so that could be why I had back problems. But yeah, that happened. People, how am I still alive? I'm just saying. I am thankful, but I'm just saying. I don't have luck. I just don't have anything. It's like somebody upstairs, if I believed in anything upstairs, was like, watch this. So that's how I got into. So yeah, so now I'm allergic to horses. No, I still ride. I just have to. I'm pretty much what it is I'm allergic to everything that they roll in. Same thing with cats. Even my dog sometimes makes me break out. But so I made a joke with my doctor about how you could put me in a plastic bubble, but I bet you I'm allergic to that one too. And I would figure out a way to hurt myself in a padded room. Okay. I'm not saying I intentionally would, but I would figure a way. I mean, the subwoofers. Okay, mind you, I am like 4 weeks out from surgery, right? Knee surgery recently. This is recently. I decided it was a great idea to somewhat clean this room up because this is our spare room. I took a subwoofer and I took the radio, the old school radio that's on top of it. Picked it up because I think I'm Wonder Woman, and we all know I'm not. I pick it up and go to put it in the closet. Guess what falls on my foot? I'm talking straight on my toe. My toes are already bad enough, okay? They're already crooked. I have weird feet. Feet are supposed to be ugly. Anyways, guess what fell on me? Yeah, the subwoofer. Straight on my toe. I'm pretty sure I broke it. It still kind of hurts, but I had a bruise on this thing. I mean, it was black for like days, but I didn't go to the hospital because I was supposed to be going back to work and I was too afraid. My doctor was going to say no. And at that point, I was just like, whatever. Like, it's, hmm I've done it. Yeah. I mean, guys, if I could do it, I'm sure I have more stories I'm not sharing that I can't think about, but I think you got the gist of it. 22 minutes and 19 seconds of how the F am I still alive? So, anyways, how was your day? How was your day? You guys having a good day? I am exhausted. I'm so ready for Christmas to be over. I will say this is going to benefit me because, I get paid more. But my body is not what it used to be. I used to be able to pull doubles and everything else. And guess what? I ain't that young little spring chicken anymore. I can't do that crap. I am hoping to get back in my photography, guys. I have been working on my book. I'm actually going to do this after the video. Just stuff, my thing is stuff will come to and I would love to write about it, but sometimes expressing it like verbally for me gets it out better because I don't know. I don't know. It's like, yeah, okay, I could write about it, but you don't really get the sense of goofiness. And I don't feel like it's the same in the body language and whatever. And so yeah, guys. Eh, I've I'm alive. That's all I'm gonna say. Have a nice day.